Hey superstars, happy April. It's Magi Helena. Before I start with your April forecast, let me just say this. Like all of you, my heart is with Ukraine. Please join me in praying for the people of Ukraine, in praying for peace, and in praying for refugees everywhere around the world. Okay, here's your astrological forecast for April 2022, including Passover and Easter, in science-based multidimensional astrology. I'm one of the two creators and instructors in the Magi Astrology Certification Program, and in my own business, I've brought complex astrology down to earth. My unique and actionable tools, strictly based in scientific astrology, have now helped tens of thousands of people around the world make real progress toward their dreams of love and success. Timing matters. Even people doing serious manifestation work may not realize that without the right timing, trying to manifest is like trying to enter through the wall instead of through the door. Please subscribe here on YouTube and then click that notification bell on the right so you'll know as soon as new astrology videos drop. Think of each month's best and worst days as a way to understand the relative risk versus reward in taking actions on those days. Best days offer you much more opportunity for reward. Worst days multiply your risk many times over. Unfortunately, April is a very weak month. The so-called best days are only best available. I hate bad stars. I'm as impatient as anyone else. I hate having to wait, and I sometimes struggle emotionally under the bad vibes. But I've learned the hard way to cool my jets if the stars are only going to mess me up. So here we are. We've been here before, and we'll be here again. A major factor in getting anything you want for yourself is the self-discipline to wait for right timing. Here are a few keys to surviving bad stars. Lower your expectations to avoid disappointment. Think of ways to mitigate potential problems. Don't make major decisions, start anything new, or meet anyone new. If you follow this advice, once the bad stars are over, they're over with no nasty after effects. Okay, for April, I'm going to get all the bad stuff over first. The first pair of worst days in April will make April fools of us if we start anything new then. Geometries, including Sun in the geocentric dimensions and Earth in the heliocentric dimensions, always indicate the main themes. During these days, Sun parallel the chaotic Saturn-Varuna midpoint, and Earth in a Zodiac 7 blunder and heartbreak fortress are just some of the problems. Just a few days later, high ambition could tempt you to act despite the continuing heartbreak progression to Earth set up in Helio. Please resist inner impatience and or outer pressure, and don't initiate anything important or meet anyone new at this time. Mid-April, a 4-day run of worst days includes a pretty toxic parallel-contraparallel in the declinations of Sun with Sedna and the Saturn-Jupiter and Saturn-Neptune midpoints, and there's a lot more too. Use caution in all things and watch out for hackers, phishing emails, and scams of all kinds during these days. Passover kicks off on a neutral day, then moves through both neutral and worst days. Plan your celebration, if at all possible, on a neutral day. Same for your party prep. Then comes Easter weekend, and unfortunately both Saturday and Sunday are worst days. Sun at the apex of a T-square with the near and far Saturn-Ixion blunder midpoints can make this a very error-prone weekend. If you're entertaining, keep it simple. Try to set up everything possible before Saturday and try to see the lighter side of whatever actually happens. Late in April, we have yet another run of worst days. Sun is contra-parallel Saturn, and in Helio, Earth is in a disgusting yod with Sappho and the Saturn-Sedna midpoint, and in a T-square with Varuna, Saturn-Pluto, and Saturn-Vesta. Power struggles are just one possibility. Do I really need to say this? Please wait these days out. Our reward for our patience with April is only meager within April. But as always, when we don't screw ourselves by acting under bad stars, the rewards are always worth it. April gives us only 2 singleton best days and 1 run of them at the end of the month. The run of best days month end features Sun with a Zodiac 3 enhancement by Pluto and Geo, and there's a nice fortress in Helio including Earth, Mercury, Chiron, and the Chiron-Ixion midpoint. Wait for these days to do what you have to do in April if you possibly can. The stars are always changing, just like life. Don't let negative days mess with your head. I've said this before. If you wait them out, they can't take you out. Good stars follow bad stars, and good opportunities come with them. Remember that all those people who just didn't know better or just can't be patient are going to be out there burning bridges and setting themselves up for failure if they're taking action on worst days. You who do know and are patient can wait for better stars, which offer far better opportunities and far less risk for new beginnings, as long as your personal stars do agree. Get DIY info for calculating your personal transits and get a coupon. Click Show More. If you like this video, please click like. Thank you very much. If not, click dislike. If there's someone you know that should see this video, please share it with them. Remember, subscribe on YouTube for more astrology videos. And please come visit me on MagiHelena.com. Grow and evolve. Get your timing right and understand your relationships. Get there now. Text astrology to 51555. Remember, timing is everything. Here's wishing you, my wise and patient friends, an amazing April.